Hello, welcome to Mountain Brook Farm. My name is Wade Belter, and I would like to talk to you about our Holland Lop brood does and take a look at what our current litters are doing. This is Mountain Brook Mina, and she is a Vienna Carrier Blue Magpie Holland Lop doe, and this is her litter that is 17 days old. And look, they're out of the nest box. It seemed like they were just opening their eyes a few days ago. Generally, a rabbit will open its eyes at about 10 days old, but it may take a couple days before you see that they're open. I have the nest box inside because our temperatures have varied so much. We keep the temperature at 50 degrees and above, and right now it is currently 58 degrees in the rabbitry. It seems like I have success as long as it's 50 degrees or above. This is tailor-made Esther. She's a possible Vienna Carrier chocolate silver martin Holland Lop doe, and she is bred to Mountain Brook Sweet Pea, a black Japanese, possible Vienna Carrier black Japanese Holland Lop buck. I just strung up some new LED lights. Let's take a look at Mountain Brook Kitty, and she is from our clean lines, which is Chestnut Agouti Holland Lop doe, and her daughter that I am so happy to have, Mountain Brook 123K1, I believe is her ear number. We have to come up with a name for her. So once the kits are out of the nest box in the wintertime, I'm really hesitant to remove the nest box right away in the winter just because of the cold temps. So I leave it in. And I left this one in, and she's almost ready to be weaned, but I'm going to keep the mother with her when I wean her. And look at Mountain Brook Chandani, who is a blue-eyed white Holland Lop doe, and her 3 kits with Mountain Brook Sweet Pea. The kits are 1 month, 3 days old. I just sprinkle a few pieces of oatmeal on the dish to kind of draw them in and get them in there, but they're on pelleted rabbit feed. And of course, Mountain Brook Iceland and her litter. Sometimes one or two is out on the cage floor, so I pick them up and put them back in. I'll pick up kits that come out when it's early, at least a couple of times before they are continuously out, and I decide to just leave them alone. But I don't like one to get out by itself and then get cold because it doesn't have the others for warmth. So I tend to put them back in there and see if they'll stay. So I don't have any of the does on dewormer right now. I had a course of cord that I treated really aggressively over the last year, and right now everybody's on fresh water. Let's look at the temperature and see how we are doing. We're at 58 degrees. We're at 58 degrees. Like I said, keep those temps at 50 degrees. You go below 50 degrees and it's too cold. Here's our little Walmart heater that cost $20. John put a piece of wire on the back of it. He taped it to it, and then he put cheesecloth over the wire because that little heater was getting hairs that were coming down inside of there. You don't want to start a fire. I should add that once the kits are out of the nest box running around where they can eat stuff, I only start feeding rabbit pellets because I want to make sure that they get on that as soon as possible and they don't get sick by too much nutrition. If a rabbit is overfed, they'll get loose stool, which will put them into gastric stasis and bloat. And it's just a terrible thing overall. It's taken me a long time to be able to fine tune the tedious work of raising rabbits. It's very tedious. I seem to have the most luck when I feed only rabbit pellets and then no hay, or if I were to feed all hay, all Timothy hay, and no rabbit pellets whatsoever at all. If you feed both hay and rabbit pellets, you risk having your rabbit suffer from gastric stasis, which leads to bloat. So this is Pride and Pleasure Rabbit Feed, a complete family ration rabbit feed. Previously, we were feeding Pen Pals by ADM, and our feed store stopped carrying it, and this is our new feed. We didn't have much warning to make the transition, so this is what we're feeding now. And I hope you guys stay in good temps and take care, and thank you for watching our videos.